So I'm going to start this tip by playing a shot. Now, it might not be the world's best golf shot. I'm going to play to this white flag in front of me here. I've got myself my lob wedge, so it's my most lofted club. I've got a really, really good lie, and I'm going to play this how I see a lot of golfers play. I'm going to try and play a real spinner. So I land it right by the flag there, and it trundles on and trundles on and trundles on. It's given me a 15-footer coming back. And I say, well, why didn't that one spin? I've got my most lofted club, I had a really good ball, I had a really good lie, and I played it just like the lads on the TV do, and it's gone over the back of the flag and left me a little toughie, even though I made a good contact. And I see golfers doing this all the time. They're shouting at the ball, spin, spin, why aren't you spinning? And the ball just keeps trundling off. And unfortunately, watching too much TV golf has probably upset a lot of golfers in the way they're trying to play this shot. The reality of that shot is, even if I'm going to play it with that club, I probably should have landed it 15 foot short and just let it roll up towards the hole. Or I could have played it with a pitching wedge or a 9-iron and again, let it roll up towards the hole. The TV shots that we sometimes see, the ones where the ball lands next to the hole and puts the brakes on like it's got a handbrake, look really fancy, look really sexy, but the reality is, it's a tough shot for the club golfer to hit, and it's a tough set of circumstances that needs to happen to make that shot viable. And I'll be honest with you, from here, Phil Mickelson isn't getting that ball to stop and to spin back. So let's look at what creates spin and how we can affect things. Well, firstly, it's a wet day here. I've got moisture on the club face. It's a lot of grass underneath the golf ball. That's quite wet. So when I hit that, I don't get that really dry, clean contact that puts a lot of spin on the ball. Also, I'm not that far away from the flag. My golf swing isn't that long, isn't that fast, and therefore as I make contact with the ball, I don't really spin the ball that hard. I don't activate the ball quite so much. The other consideration is my wedges are relatively new. They're about a year old. Your wedges in your bag might be 3, 4, 5 years old, and if you've hit a lot of bunker shots particularly, the grooves are not going to be all that sharp. Consider the guys we see on the TV with the sexy spinny ones, probably playing with golf clubs that are no more than 6 months old. And I once heard Garcia say that he changes his wedges every single month. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't afford to do that. I don't have the ability to do that. And I'd certainly expect a lot more spin if I was using a brand new wedge. So if we have a dry golf ball off short grass with a brand new wedge, and we're 60, 70, 80, 90 yards away when we hit these shots, we might start to get the ball to land next to the flag and put the brakes on. But if we're hitting these little bumpy chip and pitch shots from around the side of the green, particularly if there's any moisture in the ground or any moisture on the club face, our golf clubs aren't 1 month old, remember, and we're not hitting the ball particularly hard, the chances are we need to allow for the ball to release out towards the hole rather than landing it next to the flag and expecting too much spin. Don't be too greedy with the spin, play it to release a little bit more and you'll end up closer to the hole.